So very briefly, Anna Wąbrzeczka, I met her about 2 years ago. I spent 3 weeks in Cieszyn. That was a project related to boundaries and crossing boundaries. Together with Sławomir Brzoska, we went there, and then he told me that I should call Joanna Wawrzeczka immediately. So I did that, and then we have been in touch for several years. I think that what they do in Cieszyn is a great thing. Now she's a curator, and she invited several artists, graduates, if I understood well, from art institutes of Silesian University in Cieszyn. I don't know why I'm so nervous, especially after this fascinating lecture. What I say certainly won't have same character, and it won't be so joyful as the lecture. It's going to be serious, and it's serious because emptiness and space encourage us to think in a slightly different way. In my case, I thought immediately that it's more about what we think immediately to be emptiness, that is some kind of deficit, lack, or absence, how to transfer it into some kind of value, to make it something that we could call space, to transform it into something that we could call space. Cieszyn is a town that is like Słubice and Frankfurt, divided into two, divided by Oza River. It has a similar nature. I'm sorry if it is offensive, but Cieszyn is a place that is shrinking. It's getting smaller and smaller and loses its cultural and social importance due to different geographic and social events that haven't been very successful for Szczecin. So that enhances this feeling of emptiness. So my work in Cieszyn involves translating emptiness into space. I'm using these names because these were indicated as categories defining the whole festival, this edition this year. It's quite hard to speak when I can't focus because I can hear interpreters' voices all the time, but I'm doing my best, so I may talk a bit nonsense. So to reply with emptiness, with space, and feel this absence and void, using some constructs to fill the space. Meanwhile, over several years, I succeeded to respond with some special institutions. So first of all, we created the Grey Gallery, created in 2001, which as a result of the sense that this education that the gallery suggests, it doesn't really translate to any broader audience, and we couldn't include new participants. I left it to Łukasz Dziedzic, who continued it, but he's here as an artist. And for several years, in 2009, and I run up to date, there is this community room for artistic criticism. So that's the human face of Krytyka Polityczna, that's newspaper. So it's this social critique, so to say, workshop. So that slightly translates to what we wanted to show here. And the title is Shreds. It's about mycelium. It's related to fungi and mushroom, the world that we cannot see, but we sense that it's some kind of connection that supports the reality. This is what we want to think, that there is something like that that allows us to weave and combine elements and have this sense that there is a narrative that connects things, that there is something that will allow us to survive in this fragmented big world without the huge stories that could support us. Our Polish reality over the last years, we live in separate camps, so to say, separate bubbles, so that everything that could be this mycelium fungi is really needed. In this case, shreds or mycelium are people who want to combine the worlds and weave in a similar way. So they don't want to enclose themselves in art, but next to their activity, next to their everyday activity that is mostly related to education, either in a smaller scale or in a bigger scale, and sometimes they succeed in creating art. So I don't want to think about ourselves being here as graduates of something. Undoubtedly, we are combined by Cieszyn, which is a difficult place full of deficits. On the other hand, if it had been for Cieszyn, we wouldn't meet and wouldn't be the people that we are. We wouldn't have the social criticism in Cieszyn. We wouldn't have the Grey Gallery and all fantastic people that came here. Everyone brings in something totally new and they try to do something special in difficult uh, place and reality. So people behind me, they don't work and live nor live in Cieszyn, but they try to make world better using this mycelium or shred. This is our interpretation of that. We try to support world and get it in the good, constructive direction, despite difficult situation in Poland. I don't know how to do that from technical point of view. Can everyone explain things now? Because I would like everyone to say something personally about their own presentation. So maybe while walking around, everyone will have a chance. So we encourage you to have a guided tour